So far, I haven't gotten any information from fire crews here on scene, but whenever I showed up around 4 o'clock, these flames were extremely close to the road. Now I'm going to step out of the way so you can see some of those flames that are still here. And this is the bridge where troopers say a man was swept away by floodwaters, and I'm told that water was so high in the early morning hours on Tuesday that it went all the way up to that truck right there. Today, I spoke to the alderman who supported the architecture firm in building something to fill this hole here, and he tells me he's very surprised the bill did not pass last night. This weekend, it's going to be brutally cold. There's no other way to describe it. Right now here in Springfield, I just checked my Color 10 weather app. It says it is 16 degrees. Yeah, guys, I think I need a new rain jacket because I am getting soaked right now. And as that rain is coming in, those temperatures have also fallen. The city says they are working to get remote access to OC's storm shelter, and they do expect that sometime in the near future. But the woman I spoke to today says something needs to be done right now.
That is uncalled for, not having those doors, somebody there with a key to let us in.
85-year-old Patricia Parsley uses a walker or cane to get around. Last night, she drove to the Ozarks Community Center to seek shelter from the storm.
It seemed like hours, waiting for somebody to show up. And finally, nobody showed, and everybody left. It's became very obvious nobody was coming.
Parsley was one of the many people stuck outside in the rain while the tornado sirens were going off because the OC shelter's doors were locked.
Ultimately, we've been looking at the technology to prevent it from happening again because we recognize that fail-safes need to be in place.
For after hours, the city works with the Ozark Police Department to open the facility. They tell me police were responding to a car crash when the sirens went off.
I can't imagine how scary it was, and so I look forward to making those positive changes so it doesn't happen like that again.
Hayden Ponser is the interim parks director. He says this is the first time since the shelter opened 15 years ago that a situation like this has happened.
Tornadoes don't leave you a message saying, I'll be there at 6 o'clock tonight, be ready for me. They're liable to drop down anytime.
Parsley says if it wasn't for a family who was also waiting outside the shelter, she wouldn't have been able to make it back up the hill.
I was scared to death down there because I was scared for everybody. I thought it was all goners.
Heart and prayers go out to you all for this very unfortunate and tragic incident.
22-year-old Riley Strain's body was found this morning in the Cumberland River after 2 weeks of extensive searching. After Strain left Luke's 32 Bridge bar on Broadway, he was seen on security video stumbling through downtown Nashville. At 9:50 that night,
how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
He briefly talked with a police officer. The next day at 1:46 in the afternoon, his fraternity brothers reported him missing. The search in Nashville intensified as he remained missing. Family and friends back home in Springfield held a vigil for Strain on Wednesday, March 13th, praying for his safe return home.
Thank you, everyone, for the continued thoughts and prayers and love. We feel every single one.
A week ago, Friday, March 15th, amid a state investigation, Luke's 32 Bridge released a statement saying Strain was served only one alcoholic drink and 2 waters at their establishment.
He was just a wonderful young man. He had a bright future ahead of him. He was going to graduate in May. Just an all-around good guy.